Hey peeps, I'm Rick Roberts, and this is Rick Roberts Life, the podcast. It is Motivation Monday, and I want to say I hope you had a wonderful weekend. In life, you have to find out what you value. And when you find out what you value, then you can figure out what your success is going to be. Because I believe the definition of success is achieving the outcome of your desired goal. So my example of this is that if you go to university and you go and you work hard and you get a great career and you make loads of money and you get a big fancy house and you are happy inside your big fancy house, but your main goal was to live down in a van by a river, you didn't hit your success. You achieved the world's success. Your main value and your main goal was to live in a van down by the river, and you ended up in a mansion somewhere else. Yes, it looks good, but did you reach your success? Did you hit your values? No. Now, if you go from living in that mansion and you end up in a van down by the river, then you finally reach your level of success. You need to find your value. You need to find what it is that is your success, because success is relative. It's not a one-size-fits-all type of thing. And so what I want you to do is to think about your life. Figure out, what are your gifts? What are your passions? Where are you inclined? Are you people focused? Are you task oriented? What is your drive? And when you find out what your drive is, you can then start to figure out what is your long-term goal. Then when you realize what your long-term goal is, then you can know if you're being successful or not. For me, I had to realize that my main goal was I wanted to be a servant of God. And the way that I serve God has to be authentic to myself. As long as I'm doing that, then I'm successful. When I was younger, I thought that looked like being a youth pastor or being a pastor. But come to find out, for me to feel that I'm living my life, it's not to have a title of pastor. It's not to have the title of youth pastor. It's to be able to utilize my gift, which is encouraging people in God, encouraging people to live out their dreams, their passions, and their focus in God, and seeing God glorified in that. That is what I'm made to do. And so I found that over the years, I was looking to be a youth pastor. I was looking to be a pastor, and then I ended up working in construction. I ended up doing photography, doing fitness, and I was able to leverage all the skills that I picked up towards being a servant of God and living out my gift, which is encouraging people. And as I live out my gift, I find that I'm successful. But the minute that I stop living out my gift, which is encouraging people to be strong in God and to live out their best true life, then I'm no longer successful. It doesn't matter how much money I have in the bank. And so I want you to live your life. Stop being bullied into living what is socially acceptable, working the 9 to 5 and not being able to do what you're made to do. Now, I'm not saying if you're working a 9 to 5 job, you're not living inside your gifting. What I'm saying is make sure you know your gift and make sure you're doing your gift. If you're too burned out making money to live out your gift, then there's something wrong. If you're too tired to be able to think about how you're going to live out your gift, then you need to change your life. It doesn't matter how sweet your life looks right now. If you're not inside your gift, then you are out of alignment with your true self. The word says, a man's gift maketh room for him. It will bring him before great men. If you live your gift, it will go ahead of you. It will make room for you, and it will bring you before great people, and it will help you to sustain yourself. Now, if your gift is not sustaining you, then that means you're not leveraging it right. You have to find a way to bring value with your gift so that way it can make a life for you. God says that your gift will go ahead of you and it will bring you before great people. It means you need to be striving for excellence in your gift. If you're not working in your gift, then your gift becomes a little bit weaker. It becomes stagnant. And it doesn't develop the way that it's supposed to. It's like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. And if you're not working that muscle, it starts to atrophy. So is your gift slowly dying in the corner because you're too busy with everything else? If it is, you need to change it up. You were made to live out your gift. God is going to give you the skills to enhance your gift. He's going to put the right people around you to help bring that gift forward. But you have to be working in it. If you're not working in it, it's dying in the corner. And so I say this to tell you that you need to be true to yourself. Don't let someone say, oh, well, that's stupid. You need to make money. You need to be responsible. You need to do the same thing that we've always done. You need to be a doctor. You need to be a teacher. You need to be a police officer. You need to go and work in a factory. No one in our family has ever done that, and so you can't do that. You need to stop listening to all the naysayers and believe in what your true calling is. The reason why it's your calling is because it's made for you. It's not made for those around you. It's made specifically for you to stand out and to shine in your gift. And like I said, as you shine in your gift, it brings glory to the Creator. God made you the way that you are for a reason. You are special. You are unique, and you are designed to live out your calling. Don't let it die in a corner. Now, here's something I got to tell you as well. Sometimes being a good person isn't good enough. Because if being a good person was good enough for the marketplace, then a lot of us would be sweet right now. Sometimes doing the right thing isn't enough. Look at the people who worked hard to get good grades on those SATs. And then you have people who had lots of money bribing people to cancel out these people who worked hard and did the right thing because of money, because of greed, because of their own selfish ambition. They wanted to cut the line. There will be people who will cut the line. There will be people who are jealous. There will be people who don't get what it is that you're trying to do. And because they don't get what you're trying to do, because they're not being true to themselves, they're going to try to hold you back and squash you. And if you say, oh, I'm not where I'm supposed to be because that person's holding me back. I'm not where I'm supposed to be because I don't have the resources. I'm not where I'm supposed to be because of somebody else. You are then giving them control of your gift, of your future. And I say, don't let them have that type of power over you. Don't let them have control over your future. You have to fight. You have to be willing to go down in the mud and go deep and dirty to survive, to be able to live out your gift. Now, I'm not saying for you to cheat. I'm not saying for you to steal. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to be willing to get cut. You have to be willing to get hurt. You have to be willing to bleed for your gift. Because that is your truest life. That is your truest self. And if you're not sure what your gift is, look for the path of least resistance. When you do this thing, you'll find that it doesn't take you a lot of effort, but you're getting a lot of attention behind it. That is how you start to sniff out your gift. The thing that you do that gets the most awareness, that seems to have the most productivity, that comes naturally, that is your gift. Now, a skill is something you can learn. Anyone can learn to drive or learn to read, but your gift is unique to yourself. And as you pick up more skills, you can enhance that gift, and you can personalize your gift to where you can stand out in this world. The Bible said, your gift will make way for you. It will bring you before great people. We love America's Got Talent. We love Britain's Got Talent. We love X Factor. We love all these shows because we see that sometimes the greatest things come in the smallest person, come in the people that we don't even expect. It's because they're being true to what they have inside themselves, and they put the work in to make it unique to themselves. And that's what you have to do. Don't quit. Don't stop working because someone else is trying to oppress you and put you inside a box. Keep hitting that goal. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing. Even though the people who are closest to you, your loved ones, your wife, your mother, your father, your sons, your children, they're saying, oh, you need to quit. You're wasting your time. If you know that this is your gift without a shadow of a doubt, then you need to keep going forward. You need to keep moving, because the minute you stop, you find that you start to die inside. You find that you start to become robotic and you start going through the motions and you stop living your life. You've got this. You can do this. It's not easy, but you can do it. And if it was easy, and if everyone could do their gift so easily, it would take away the sweetness of the victory when you get there. Look at Steve Harvey. He lived out of his car before he became famous. Look at all these people who were working years and years to get to where they finally are. But when they finally reached there, they blew up because they paid their dues. They were hungry. They continued to work day after day, year after year to get to where they're supposed to be. The famous analogy, when you pull that arrow back when you have a bow, the more you pull it back, that tension that's there is making it where when it shoots and it hits that target, it's going to stay there stronger. It ain't going nowhere. You pull that sucker back and you let it go, it goes straight into that target. It ain't going nowhere. But if you're going, it'll drop off the bow. It won't go that far. And that's what some people are doing. Some people go, and it just drops. Not you. No. You're better than that. You're going to pull it back. And you're going to let that hand shake. Keep that eye on that prize. And you'll let it go. Because once it hits there, no one's going to take you from what you reached. No one's going to move you. Because you went through all that tension, all that stress. And you're saying, I'm not going to go through all that to let you get in the way of my promise. You were made for a reason. You were made to make some noise for God. And you can live that out today. If you found that you put your gift off to the side and it's been slowly dying in the corner, it's not too late. You can rework that muscle, get it strong. It may take you a little bit of time, but you can get it strong again. And you can be moving more solid than you were before. That's what you can do. And like I said, it's not all about money. It's not all about fame. It's about being true to yourself. It's about living out your goal and your passion and the desires that God has placed in your heart in a unique way that is specific to you. As you do that, you're going to be finding that you're living your best life. You're going to be finding that you're true to yourself. And as you start to go down that path, you're going to realize you thought it was this, but it was actually just a symptom of that. As you thought that you were meant to be a teacher, you were meant to be a cop, and you find that people say, oh no, we're not going to let you do that. It's not for you. And they turn you down and they say, we don't want you in our system. You can find that you can create your own system, which is better than what was even out there. And it will raise you straight to the top. It doesn't matter what it is. This world is not that big. It's quite small. We're all trapped inside because of one virus. COVID-19 is everywhere. It's reached everywhere. And we're trapped inside because of this thing. We have the internet, which unites us together. One person can be seen all around the world just through the push of a button on your phone. And so if that's the capabilities that we live in, if that's the possibilities we live in right now, the only thing that's stopping you is your imagination, your own creativity, and how to utilize your gift in such a way to move you forward. Don't let this simple thing hold you up any longer. You need to eat, you need to work, and you need to sleep, planning to move forward in your gift. If you have to work 10 jobs to be able to survive to do your gift, work those jobs. If you have to stop eating as much or going to these fancy places to live your gift, cut it back. Because those things are going to be empty compared to you living your best life. You have to make the sacrifices. You have to make the moves. And you have to be willing to get cut to get to where you're supposed to be. My life journey has been rough. It has been a rough one. I've had disappointment after disappointment. I've had financial losses. I've had moments where I felt like I was going to be living on the street where I had nowhere to go. I felt like everyone just turned against me. I felt like I was so alone. And there are times now where I feel so alone in my gift. But that's the way. That's part of the process. I know that I'm not alone. I have God on my side because I'm living my life for God. And as I move forward, living in Him, He will give me the strength to endure anything that comes in front of me for me to be able to live my gift. And I hope that this has helped you today. You need to be true to yourself. King Saul told David, look, you're going to fight that giant out there. You need my armor. Put this armor on and you will be fine. Now notice, Saul didn't go and fight Goliath. Saul stayed back in his tent. He told the army to go fight, and they were hiding in there and behind rocks and stuff. But David, the only one that was like, hey, what's going on here? What are you guys doing? Why are you hiding? Let's go. And they're like, no, you see that giant? No, you see him? He's huge. I ain't going out there. The only one that was willing to step up and take this giant down. Everyone made fun of him. Everyone laughed at him. What are you gonna do? You can't do anything. They talk bad about him. They try to discourage him, and people try to tell him how to do his thing. But he was true to himself. David said, look, I know you're the king. I know you got the finest armor. I know you have the best weapon. But that is for you. My slingshot is good enough for me. This is what I'm working with. This is what I'm known to do. I took out a bear. I took out a wolf. I took out a lion. And I'm going to kill that giant over there. And that's what he did. He took his slingshot and he shot his shot. And it is time for you to shoot your shot. Don't work with someone else's armor. Don't step out with someone else's weapon. You have your gift. You are lined up with that gift for a reason. And that is your best shot for moving forward and taking out that giant that's standing in your way. I believe in you. You gotta believe in yourself and do the work. I'm Rick Roberts, and you stay classy. Bye. Some announcements, peeps. So just to let you know, this Wednesday, I'm going to be doing my fitness class. In the morning, I'm going to be doing my 30 walking class. And it's a great low impact class, easy on the joints. We're basically indoors walking for 30 minutes. And it's just to get you moving, get that heart rate pumping, and to help you with those heart and lungs, and help you have a fun way of just losing some weight and burning them calories. And then in the evening, I'm going to be doing my quick fit class at 7 o'clock. It is a fun full body cardio workout. We're going to work everything in that class. It is going to be for roughly about 45 minutes for that one. And so I want you to come, be ready, have a great time for that. And also, Soul Movement is coming online. This Friday, I'm going to be starting my Soul Movement class. It is a community program that I started with the 7-Day Grace community. The whole idea is we wanted to improve both the physical and mental health of the community. And so this Friday, we're going to have it where we do a short fitness session, and then we're going to have a short seminar on happiness. On Saturday afternoon, I'm going to preach a sermon, and then on Saturday evening, I'm going to do a final fitness class to wrap up the week. So if you're interested in Soul Movement, please like and follow the Rick Roberts page, or like and follow the 7-Day Grace community page, and you'll get all the updates on that. All right, so I'm Rick Roberts, and you stay classy. Bye.